Hi everybody, it's just me and my good buddy Cisco, and I have finally stopped crying. Not in a bad cry, it was a good cry, and I've gone through my box like 3 or 4 times. I'm really looking forward to the magazines and stuff today because I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, in fact no sleep, and having a really hard time breathing and getting comfortable. So I was feeling a little depleted today, a little bit down in the dumps too, because the disease is progressing and I know that. So when the delivery guy showed up and Richard said, "Oh, there's a package for you," and I was taking my oxygen as you saw in the video. And you'll have to excuse me if I talk too much or talk too fast. I become quite winded and I have to take some time to recover. So, but I also don't want to spend 4 hours on here. So I don't think my phone could handle it. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I've gone through my box a couple of times and I'm just overwhelmed. And you guys, you didn't have to do this. Like, I appreciate it. Oh my God, so much. A card. Your card. It's got pansies on it. That's my favorite. And purple is my favorite color. You know? And my pillow. I can call it my love pillow. It's got pansies on it. My favorite. Squeeze it. So, this pillow is going to be fantastic because, as you saw from my messy bed, that I have to keep propping myself up more. Eventually, well, even this morning, I tried to sleep on the couch because I've wedged pillows. I've made a seat so I can sit and sleep like this. That wasn't even working today. So I do have a reclining chair that's going to be coming next, that I'll have to kick Sophie off of, or silly kid. But that's okay. She'll just sleep on top of me. I'm hoping it'll work. But yeah, but I had a really, craptacular night last night, and they're becoming more frequent, so I'm getting used to them. Not that you can really get used to any of this, but you have to. It's the new norm. Every day is something different. And when Richard said there was a package here for me, I was like, oh, okay. And he brought it up because I was taking my oxygen, as you saw. And wow, I'm so overwhelmed, so grateful. I'm going to try not to get emotional because I tend to lose my breath if I get too emotional. I have to try and keep that under wraps. After I stopped videoing, I just bawled my face off. But I am just overwhelmed with the love that you guys that you guys have given me. Because sometimes I'm going to say it's a journey, because journeys are fun. This hasn't been fun, but this, I call it the shit train. I'm aboard the shit train, so to shit town. So being on this train ride hasn't been fun. Sometimes it's very lonely. And your mind plays tricks with you for many different reasons and everything. Oh, Cisco's here with us. Say hi, buddy. And so you have some pretty dark moments. You try to be upbeat and positive and all that bunch of jazz, but sometimes you're just not. And that's okay. You don't have to be happy and positive all the time. It's okay to have dark moments. It's just a part of life, and it's a part of this disease, and it's a part of, I hate the word accept, so I don't say accept, so I say deal with. That's part of what you're dealing with. So it's funny because I was feeling that way because the last couple of weeks have been pretty bad, with no sleep, a lot of pain, a whole bunch of stuff. And you just Other than Richard, of course. I mean, I don't feel alone because he's here. But for the majority of it, I feel pretty alone, especially in the self-isolation thing. And I've been self-isolating for a while, but I've been able to go out to, I feel like my mom, when I say this, my mom used to go to the hairdresser and do all her stuff on Thursdays of every week. And that's what I was doing. I would go up Friday and I would go to Walmart and grocery shopping and do my running around. But since this pandemic happened, I haven't been able to leave the house. I was able to leave the house to go to the hospital a couple weeks ago. And I did attempt going out last week, but it wasn't good. And I won't do it again. It's just too damn scary for me. But so it's pretty lonely. And I have Facebook, and I'm grateful for that because I can reach out to a lot of people and friends that I don't have here in Ottawa. But like I said, sometimes you feel alone. And I was going through one of those lonely spots, and this shows up. And, you know, I feel so loved by everybody. Sometimes you don't think people, not that they don't care, but, you know, like, I've seen this my whole life where people will say things like, oh, you know, blah, 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 that's too bad, or, you know, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And then they carry on. And par for the course. And they don't give it a second thought. But this, you guys have just, I'm not very good at accepting things. It's like when someone gives you a compliment, and I've never been good with that, you know? So I'm pretty good for giving them, and I love giving. I've always loved giving because it makes me feel good and it makes people happy. And Richard said that to me today after, because I was like, with the money and the box and all the great stuff that's in the box. He said, like, you know, you just need to accept it. That someone's, you know, spoiling you for a change. And I am spoiled. Wow. And I mean, I just needed the card. The card would have been suffice. But it's like a bonus. I get all this stuff, you know, and the money will totally come in handy because I won't lie. I'm going to buy myself a little something. I don't know what yet, but I'd like to buy myself something. But the money's going to help with, if I have to, I hate to say it, rent hospital beds and oxygen tanks that our benefit company won't pay for. Because if, in an ideal world, I'd like to be at home when the time comes. But we've discussed it, and I just want to be at home. I want to be with my kids because, because they'll let you bring them into hospice, but, and that's why I set up the palliative and the home care, and I had a big chat with my palliative doctor, and he's really good, and he's pretty cool about me being at home, and they'll be here when I need them. So I'm just hoping that, but I have to now get in place equipment and stuff. So this month, June, when I talk to my care worker, she's going to tell me what I need. So, and that's good. But yeah, so that money is going to help go towards that. And like I said, I'm going to buy myself a little something. I just don't know what yet. But I don't want for anything. You know, everyone says like, oh, what's your bucket list? Well, I did everything. The only thing I had on my bucket list was to meet Keanu Reeves. Well, that's never going to happen. But I can still dream, right? So, but this stuff, this, you guys have just made a very lonely person really super happy. please know that you made my day. And I'm just, I for the first time in my whole life, I've really been speechless, even though I've been talking for 10 minutes. But I was really speechless when I got everything. And then when I opened the email from Lori, just, wow. I can't thank you guys enough. And you know, if this wasn't happening to me but somebody else, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, because I won't lie, it's not fun. I guess in the next 6 months or so, I figure, I'll be honest with you guys, I think the end of the summer is going to be when everything happens. Rich doesn't think so. The doctor hasn't said anything, but he's not a cancer doctor. He can't really give me a prognosis, and I don't know if I really want one at this point. I'm just guesstimating by how I feel. So, in the next few months, I'm going to wear my t-shirt, my sweatshirt, my jammies, have my bath with my Epsom salts, do all this fun stuff with all this awesome cat stuff. Like, really? This is like so cool. Whoops. It's like totally cool, man. You know, I'll do it this way. It's like when I wore my chemo scarves. I should know how to tie them, right? I never did get it. There. I was wear like this because I'm weird. I like being weird. I love everything. I can't say thank you enough. Please know that from the bottom of my heart. And it's been really hard for me not to cry doing this. But you made this girl feel really, really special. Really loved. And it's exactly what I needed today. And going forward, this says so much. I'm going to have it in my bed with me every night. And I'm going to hug it all the time. So, I'm going to sign off because I think I need some more oxygen. And I'm feeling a little breathy. But I just wanted to say a personal thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. Please know that you totally made a difference in this person's life. Thank you, and I love you all. I love you all for doing this and just for standing by me and being there when I need you. So, thank you. I'm sorry. God, I'm so emotional today. I wonder why. So I'm going to sign off. Me and Siskel Jones. Oh, he's passed out. Sitting in his window. We're in my sewing room. I'm supposed to do sewing today, but I don't think that'll happen. Anyway, thank you, everybody. I totally appreciate everything that you've done. Please do not think that I don't appreciate it. I totally do. And I'll see you on Facebook. Bye, everybody. Thank you. You made my day.